Hey YouTube, this is RoadDoc326 coming at you with another G.I. Joe The Rise of Cobra review, and I am happily bringing you another addition to my Wave 5s, which is the City Strike Duke. Not a lot of people like him. He's probably the underdog, so to speak, of the Wave 5s. But, you know, the more I play with him, the more I look at him, the more I like him. And hopefully I can change you if you're one of those naysayers. But we'll get started with the box. You're looking at the artwork. That's Duke. Channing Tatum is the actor's name. Nobody likes him. Let's not get into that. City Strike, it says. You can see that it's a city and a Wave 5 by the gray name box bar type deal. Backside, you got the little Hawk transmission. There's Dennis Quaid, also known as Hawk. File card reads, Duke is an integral... Let me raise this actually real quick. Alright, here we go. Duke is an integral member of the G.I. Joe team and former Army captain. He scales a research lab with high-pressure differential suction rings and uses his martial arts training to silently enter the building, where he searches for information about new Cobra technology. His name's Duke. Real name's Conrad Hauser. Serial number is 23455 GI89. That could not have been more generic of a serial number. But grade is a major, and his preferred weapon is an M2X1 suppressive fire heavy machine gun with grenade launcher. And even though it's his preferable weapon, it doesn't even come with it. I feel like they really gypped people on the file cards, especially for the preferred weapons. But whatever. Let's get on to the actual figure. Okay, that was a little too high. Here you can see him with some accessories that we'll take out of his hand so we can show you later. I like to start off going over the figure itself. Now, a lot of people don't like this mold. They make fun of him for his long neck, and they make fun of him for his long, lanky arms, but I think they give him character. I think it's just Shipwreck's body, because he had really ridiculously long arms like that, too. But I think it makes him unique. Oh, excuse me. You know, a lot of the figures are of the same molds and are just repaints, and they all look the same. And I like that they have this guy going in a different direction here. So, the more I look at him, like I said, the more I like him. So, I'd recommend him as a toy, even for people who out there who are kind of on the fence about him. I think he's a good figure, without a doubt, and definitely worth a pickup. Some people would disagree, but not I. Some things to note. I like his pants, well, legs, but I like the blue, kind of black and brownish camo. I guess that would blend into the city. What else is there to say? He's got this like little loosey-goosey belt. It doesn't come off. There's a little pistol in there, doesn't come out. Little like walkie-talkie thing and grenade here. None of that comes out or anything. It's just there to give him, like I said, some character. Articulation-wise, full range, 360 head, 360 arm goes out and in, 360 swivel at the elbow. Elbow is articulated forward, 360 at the wrist, 360 at the little mid-torso thing. His legs move forward and back, out and in, double jointed knees, 360 swivel at the feet, and they do move down too. As far as joints go, nothing's too loose. His legs are really tight, but I like that because the more you move them, they get loose anyway. So a lot of people say, oh, why get tight joints? They're hard to move, hard to pose, but I figure after so long, they're just going to loosen up anyway. So you want to start them out really tight, so that way you get the longest life out of them. But enough about his articulation now. Let's move on to his stand. I usually go over that first, but not this time. He fits very well to his stand. Shake him. He's not going to come off ever. He's one of the good ones. Fits very well. Now, he doesn't have the stand that the Desert Ambush Duke has, where it's like an actual dog tag and it's got his name in there. That's not like an exclusive for Duke. It's just the one Duke, not all Duke figures, in case you were wondering. But let's move on to his accessories. Let's start off worst first. This little guy. It's what I think they were talking about on the back of the box on his file card. The suction thing. Now this guy's stupid. First off, it's obviously this very bright yellow. Now if you're trying to sneak into a research lab, odds are you're going to be doing it at night if you're just by yourself and wearing all black and dark colors. So why on earth would you bring this flamboyant, vibrant, super crazy yellow color with you? That would be very clearly seen. Aside from that, it does suction pretty well. It usually doesn't to this table, but if you get it on glass or anything else, it does. It's got this little tab back here in case you can't get it unsuctioned. So that's kind of handy, but one big flaw to this is these handles. Look how loose these guys are. These are looser than the oversized rocket launcher handles, which I always complain about. There's a plus. Wave 5s do not come with those. That's a big thing for me. I really enjoy that. But they just replaced one stupid accessory with an equally, if not more stupid, or stupider, or, you know, however you'd say it, so I don't sound like an idiot. But, just throw that aside. You know what? I always use the other stupid accessory to knock down his box. Why not do it with this guy? Wow. That is it was a delayed reaction. Alright. Accessory time. Good accessories this time. He comes with this, what I call the HK36. Really nice, sturdy, plastic, detailed gun. It came with City Strike Snake Eyes, as well as, I think, Paris Pursuit Snake Eyes. So, it's... they reissue a lot of these weapons. There is one weapon that he has that wasn't also shared with Snake Eyes figures, because every accessory he has but the suction thing and one of his guns is just taken straight from the Snake Eyes figure. But his right hand's really loose, so it doesn't hold these weapons that well. This is no exception. You can see how it's loose. But his left hand is the saving grace of that, and it makes up for it. And it holds it just phenomenally well. I really enjoy that. Another thing, here's the little exclusive gun. I don't know if this comes with any other figure. I don't have one at least that does. It looks like a little submachine gun with like a retractable stock. You got what would be, odds are, like a red dot sight. If you're near guns, you'd probably know that. But it's got a pretty nice sized handle, so it kind of fits in his right hand pretty well. It does definitely fit in his left hand really well, and since the stock's so thin, it's very easy to get in his arm like that, so it really gives you a broader range of poses with it. I really enjoy that. That's probably my favorite gun he comes with. Next, he comes with this little knife, all black color, also shared with Snake Eyes. I think I've talked about how the handle's really thin on this, so it's hard to fit in his hand. Definitely not fitting in his right hand, but somewhat fits in his left hand. You can see how it's loose, but it does stay in there in case you want him to hold it. I don't know why you would, because he also stole a very unique thing to Snake Eyes, and that is his sword. I don't know how Hasbro got away with this and just like ruined Snake Eyes for everybody. I think it's just that since Duke's the main character, you figure you get cool weapons and you give Duke all the good stuff because he can do it all. But no. So, there's a kick in the groin to Snake Eyes. He'd probably scream from that hit, but doubt he can possibly do that. This is the sword that came with Paris Pursuit Snake Eyes. It fits very well. I might go overtime, so I'm going to speed it up here. Fits really nice. Pegs into his back really well. It does fit in his hands kind of well. His right hand it hardly fits in. Left hand it fits kind of well in. You're just going to have to trust me on that. Pistol, also stolen from Snake Eyes. Like I said in the Snake Eyes reviews, it's got that really thick handle. So it fits really well in his hands. Even his his right hand, which is a surprise because it's so loose. But I ran out of time, so this is Road Doc 326. I'd recommend picking him up. I'll see you guys later.